Alrighty there, guys. I like to do a thing every day, try to at least, where I open my Bible. I just open my Bible and I read a verse, or I start reading. And that leads me where it leads me. And today, I opened my Bible. I had been reading another verse and looking into it. And I said, now's the perfect time to flip back and read what God puts on you for today, because that's the way I look at it. When I flip to this and I read to this, I'm reading what God has put on me to understand for today. So I know I'm in 10, book 10, verse 28. Let me flip back here so I can make sure exactly. Looks like I'm in Malachi. No, I'm in Matthew, actually. Matthew 10, 28. Let me get my little light here on this is terrible, or my lighting here is terrible. And fear ye not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both body and soul in hell. And that's apparent, guys. That's talking about God. And that's the way I took it. Fear no man here on earth that can destroy my body. Fear nothing here on earth, but fear God, which can destroy my body and my soul. But we're going to move on. Are not two, and guys, I'm going to say right now, a lot of people, especially a lot of ministers, like to just take little pieces of these verses and give them to you. I try to give you a little bit broader view of what's actually happening here. So I'm going to read down to where this made me say, wow. And I think it will you too. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. Yea, and all of the hairs of your head are numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are more valuable than many sparrows. And people who call themselves Christians tend to understand this, that we are far more valuable than sparrows. We are God's most special creation. We are created in His image. And guys, when you truly realize how loved and special you are to the Father, you have to live your life differently than you used to. We've all sinned. We've all done it. But you have to try to live your life to a better standard, or at least I do. But I'm going to continue on here. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him I will confess also before my Father which is in heaven. And that right there, guys, that hits home with me. That's why I try to talk to God about, or I try to talk to people about God everywhere I go. Literally, everywhere I go. But whoever shall deny me before me, him I will also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Yep, we know that verse. But folks don't like to give you the whole context. We're going to read this again when we're all done, all at once. Think not that I am come to send peace unto the earth. So God's telling you right here, He's not coming to send peace upon the earth. You need to understand that. I came not to send peace, but the sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemies shall be they of his own household. So a man's biggest enemies are of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. So it's telling you right there in that book, guys, don't love anything of this earth, even your father or your mother, more than you love God. Love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love thy neighbor as yourself. Therefore, you fulfill the law. But I'm going to go back and read this all at once and quit talking through it and just let you hear it. And fear ye not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. Yea, and all of the hairs of your head are numbered. Fear ye not, therefore. Ye are of more value than many sparrows. Whoever, therefore, shall confess me before men, him I will also I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him I will also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think ye not that I am come to send peace unto the earth? I came not to send peace, but the sword. For I am come to set man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's enemies shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And it goes on to tell you that if you love your son or your daughter more than you love God, you are also not worthy of God. That's why he tells you to love God, to love your Father with all your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul, everything that's in you, you should love God. Don't let anything lead you astray, guys. We live in the age of deception. As I've tried to explain to people, if you read the Bible and really believe that book, you'll know where we're at. If you have any doubts, study hagiography. That's the study of the saints and their reign with Christ. If you need more evidence, look at all the architecture all over the world that we can't replicate today. Look at the impossible carvings in marble that they did during the millennial reign. Once you understand and awaken to the truth, you cannot go back to sleep. And I love to see truthers, because that's where I started, was just seeking the truth. And I went down so many rabbit holes, it was crazy. Yep. And you know what? At the end of every rabbit hole is revealed when you find the truth. It's God. All glory to be to him, guys. All glory be to God. Because he's the one that put it on my heart to study like I have. He's the one that put it on my heart to produce fruit. And therefore, I'm trying my best to produce fruit for him. The world can hate me. That'll be okay, because they hated the only perfect man that ever walked among them. Yes, they did. They hated him enough to crucify him for nothing wrong, for doing absolutely nothing wrong. Let that sit with you for a while. But if you go back and study the Bible like I encourage you to do, go to Revelation 1:9 and see for yourself where John told you that the Father came to him on the day of the Lord and revealed this. And he who read this book to people shall be blessed. Those who hear it shall be blessed. I'm trying to bless you in the name of the Father. You guys stay blessed. Love your soul. Bye-bye.